Assertiveness is often misunderstood as being aggressive or rude, but it's actually a powerful communication tool that allows you to stand up for yourself while respecting others. When done right, assertive communication can enhance your relationships, boost your self esteem, and help you achieve your goals. So let's dive in and discover how you can start speaking up for yourself with ease and grace. Welcome to our podcast. We are in the theme of effective communication, and today's episode is based on assertive communication, one of the types of communication, you can say, or one of the behaviors some people approach while communicating. And today, we'll be exploring some unique and actionable strategies you can use to express your needs and opinions with confidence in your daily life. Assertiveness starts with self awareness. The foundation of assertive communication is understanding your own thoughts, feelings, and needs before you can effectively communicate with others. You need to get clear on what you want to say. Take time to reflect on following questions. And we have also done a separate theme on self awareness. There is an episode also there. I'll put a link in this description also. Go ahead and listen, it will help. Some questions to reflect. What is the specific issue or request you want to address? How do you feel about it? Use I statements like I feel rather than blaming the other person. What is your desired outcome or solution? Answering these questions to start with will help you articulate your message clearly and confidently. Use the sandwich technique. When delivering an assertive message, especially if it is critical or unpopular, use the sandwich technique. Many managers and leaders use this technique while giving feedback. Start with a positive statement or acknowledgement. This puts the other person at ease and shows you value them. Deliver your assertive message. State your feelings and need directly but respectfully. Avoid accusatory you statements. And with another positive statement, reaffirm your relationship and appreciation for the person. So, for example, I really appreciate all the hard work you have been putting in this project. I feel overwhelmed by the number of tasks on my plate right now. Could we discuss delegating some of the workload? I know together we can find a solution that works both for both of us. Speaking with confidence is another way to assert your communication style. Your body language and tone of voice play a big role in how your assertive message is received. Use these tips to project the confidence. Make eye contact. Stand or sit tall with an open posture. Speak clearly and firmly, but avoid aggression. Use hand gestures to emphasize your points. Pause for emphasis rather than using filler words like Remember, confidence is attractive and disarming. When you communicate with poise, others are more likely to listen and respond positively. Prepare for a pushback. Anytime you assert yourself, there's a chance that the other person may resist or react negatively. That's okay, it's a normal part of the process. But anticipate the potential objections or excuses and responses you may get, and you can prepare yourself. Make yourself ready, like I understand this may be an inconvenience, but continue your uh, situation or your topic. I hear your concern and I'm confident we can find a solution that work for both of us. I appreciate your perspective. However, this is important to me because state your reason. If the other person becomes defensive or aggressive, you need to stay calm. Repeat your message clearly and at the end of the conversation if needed. You don't have to argue or justify your feelings. You have to state your feelings calmly, confidently, clearly, without offending the other person. The other tip is to practice, 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 practice. Yes. Now, how do you know what to practice? So, if there has been a situation where you think you could have communicated in a different way or in a better way, go ahead, play that in your mind and see how better you could have reacted, or how could you have been an assertive person in that situation without offending somebody else. Practice with different statements. What could you have said which could have been in benefit of both the parties? And that's how you practice. uh, Same situation may not come multiple times, but it will allow you to train your brain in a way that you know to take a pause, you know to articulate your thoughts, and you know how to do an assertive communication. And like any skill, assertiveness gets easier, of course, with repetition. Start small by speaking up in low stakes first. In low stakes situations where stakes are not high, and not in very close relationship, you need to practice over time. Work your way up to more challenging conversations. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. And assertiveness is a balance. It's not about steamrolling others or always getting your way. It's about expressing yourself honestly while still respecting the needs of those around you. With these strategies in your toolbox, you will be well on your way to communicating with confidence and clarity in all of your life. Let's hear from one of our listeners, Marina, who has recently faced a challenging situation at work that required her to practice assertive communication. She writes, "A few weeks ago, I found myself in a team meeting where my ideas were consistently overlooked. I had been working on a hard on a project and felt frustrated that my contributions weren't being acknowledged. Instead of speaking up, I remained quiet, hoping someone would notice my efforts. However, as the meeting progressed, I realized that my silence was only allowing my ideas to be dismissed further. So, after some reflection, I decided it was time to be assertive. The next day, I approached my manager privately and expressed my concerns. I said, I appreciate the team's input, but I feel my ideas on the project haven't been fully considered. I believe they could add significant value. And to my surprise, my manager was receptive and encouraged me to share my thoughts in the next meeting. When the meeting came, I confidently presented my ideas using clear and respectful language, and I had practiced for what I will say in a meeting. I maintained eye contact and used open body language, which helped convey my confidence. This time, my colleagues engaged with my suggestions, and we ended up integrating quite a few ideas of my own in the project. And this experience taught me that being assertive not only helped me express my ideas but also strengthen my relationships with my team. Thank you, Marina, for sharing your story. And this is definitely an example of when you become assertive, when you are aware that what is happening and you decide to have that courage and practice a proper communication style. Not only you value yourself, you, in a way, ask respect from other people also for your contributions, and you strengthen your relationships with team or your other relations, other family members or friends. And that's assertive communication. Thank you for sharing. Let's have some self coaching questions for today. What areas of your life could benefit from more assertive communication? How can you practice being more self aware of your thoughts and feelings? When is a time you successfully used assertive communication, and what did you learn from that experience? What are some potential objects or pushback you might face when being more assertive? And how can you prepare for those scenarios? Reflect on these questions. As we wrap up this episode on assertive communication, remember that advocating for yourself is not just about speaking up, it's about doing so with clarity, respect, and confidence. Assertiveness allows you to express your needs while valuing the perspective of others. By practicing assertive communication, you can foster healthier relationships, enhance your professional presence, and create an environment where everyone feels heard. So, the next time you find yourself in a challenging conversation, take a deep breath, stand tall, communicate your truth. Your voice matters, make sure it's heard. If you found this episode helpful, share it with a friend or a family member who can benefit from learning assertive communication strategies. Like, share, subscribe, and together we can empower each other to speak up and create the lives we want. Stay tuned for more unique and actionable tips in our next episode to have an effective communication.